People, good evening. I'm about to finish the game. Sentinel plate.
Let us begin. Inquisitor.
To work?
Check the journal one last time before I move on. I wanna check the journal. Just in case. It's all fetch. Everything is fetch. Definitely most of it is fetch. House. Let's go. Finish the game. I did a DLC. Only fetch quests remain. I did all of the side quests. And the last thing would be the doom upon all the world. Now is the time to find Corypheus before he can recover, force him out into the open. Warning. This starts events that lead to the end of the story. You can continue to play the game afterwards, but some content may not be available. Complete an important task before beginning this operation.
Was the summoning successful, Inquisitor?
Let's just say I have what I need.
Then all that remains is to find Corypheus before he comes to us.
We've been looking for his base since all this began, with no success.
His dragon must come and go from somewhere.
Oh, what about the deep roads? We could send word to Orzammar, hire envoys too.
Corypheus.
He did that? But why?
Either I close the breach again, or it swallows the world.
But that's Magnus. Wouldn't it kill him as well?
Inquisitor, we have no forces to send with you. We must wait for them to return from the Arbor Wilds.
Then I face him alone.
Not alone. Stavim na 100.
You have been most successful in foiling my plans, but let us not forget what you are. A thief in the wrong place at the wrong time, an interloper, a gnat. We shall prove here, once and for all, which of us is worthy of godhood.
I'm the Maker's chosen. stand.
Bloody hell. It's such a bad boss design, man. At least for Melis, it's very bad. What? Red lady over there. Marin. Didn't know you can nebule the gamer. There's a lot of problems with this final fight.
Let it end here! Let the skies boil! Let the world be rent asunder!
potion.
No, I will not allow you this victory. You and all the heathen barbarians shall burn.
The breach is getting bigger!
And then the fate swallows the world, right?
Underwhelming.
Solus?
The orb.
Corypheus is dead. That's the important thing.
Yet so much has been lost.
Inquisitor, are you alive? Then it's over. How lovely.
And the sky is healed, healthy, whole. There's just that left to remember.
Looks that way.
What do we do now?
We go back to Skyhold.
Play the DLC. Disappointing, right? Very disappointing. Don't know what's worse, hitboxes, boss design, writing. Very bad. Compared to the rest of the game, this is bad.
A moment, my lord. My agents have found no trace of Solus. He has simply vanished.
With all of the gear.
If he does not wish to be found, there's likely nothing we can do. But I will keep looking.
It's not such a mystery. We weren't on the best of terms.
True, though I still find it peculiar. Now that Corypheus has been defeated, we have a moment to stop and celebrate. Afterwards, you will be busy. Every noble in southern Thedas is clamoring to meet you.
The fighting's over. Why do they want to meet me now?
You're joking, yes? They wish to bask in the glory of your victory, hoping that some of it will rub off on them. Everyone knows Empress Celine owes you her life and her throne. 1,000 problems remain, and your opinion will be sought on each one, whether you wish to give it or not.
I don't see what the fuss is about. Corypheus needed to be stopped.
And you are the one who stopped him. Previously, you were an upstart, nothing more than a leader of rebels and heretics. Until Corypheus revealed himself, they could not see the single hand behind the chaos. Once he did, they knew. A magister and a darkspawn in one creature, the ultimate evil. Now you are the only power left standing. Enjoy the evening while you can, Inquisitor.
Retire to your quarters. So much from Skyhold.
Am I imagining it? Or do we have a moment to breathe?
Corypheus is definitely gone. I was there.
You should hear the stories they're telling in the barracks. The pride in their voices. Some of the soldiers have requested leave to return home, but many would follow us still. You are proof that the Inquisition has made a difference, and that we will continue to do so.
Our soldiers put their trust in you, Cullen. I appreciate everything you've done.
I should be thanking you. You gave me a chance to prove myself. In your place, I'm not sure I would have done the same. I should let you mingle. I'm sure everyone desires your attention. Enjoy the party, Inquisitor.
All this pomp and ceremony. Can't top seeing that bastard Corypheus burn. No matter what happens to me now, I can say I was there. I helped you bring him down.
And live to tell the tale.
So now that you've saved the world, what's next? Hoping to put it all back together?
Someone has to fix things. Might as well be me.
If anyone can do it, you can. If you ever need my help, you know where to find me. I'll be ready.
In the stables.
I've been starting to think about putting all this into a book. I'm thinking, this shit is weird. The Inquisitor Trevelyan story. What do you think? It's a working title.
I'm glad you've gone back to writing.
Well, nothing's certain until it's in print. I still haven't decided if I should do this book. As if anyone will believe this story if I tell it. Not to mention, I'll have my hands full with reconstruction and relief efforts in the Free Marches as soon as I get back.
The Inquisition could still use you here.
That's generous of you, but it's past time that I went back and took care of things in Kirkwall. I'm not leaving for a while yet, though. We'll have to get in at least one game of Wicked Grace before I go. Curly needs to win back some of his dignity.
So, demons, dragons, giant asshole Vint on a big magic rock. You don't let it get dull, boss. Good stuff. How was that good in any way, Bull? We all walked away. Chantry folk are picking up what's left of Corypheus with a dustpan and a pastry scraper. The Ben Hathrath are still worried about the Inquisition's power. Happy Corypheus is dead, though. I expect they'll call me back for a more detailed report. Not many experts on demons and old magisters under the Qun. You're happy to go back to living under the Qun? I think. Yeah. Iron Bull was fun, but it's time to be Qunari again. I think I'll be ready when they call me in. Corypheus was a busy guy. I figure we've still got some cleanup work to do. But not tonight. Tonight, we get shit-faced one last time. To us, being alive, and the bad guys not. Anan.
So many people died. More still are hurting. They need help. It seems wrong to celebrate, but I want to. The part of me that's me needs to, after all this. The servants are drinking. Some of them are drinking while lying down.
Do you have any interest in joining them?
I don't know. Not now. It makes things more complicated, and I'm not ready. Someday. Maybe. What happens next? Where do we go?
It'll be interesting to see what comes next.
Yes. Because of you. Thank you for letting me stay.
I was passing through the hall this morning and a serving girl saw me and squealed. Actually squealed, dropped her laundry and everything, such a mess. She was completely breathless. You were at the battle with the evil one, weren't you? I didn't even get a chance to answer. She hugged me. Hugged me. This is your influence.
Admit it, you're having a ball.
Don't trust camaraderie, all these people smiling, buying me drinks. It's unnatural. Mind you, I can't say I hate the notion of being the good Tevinter. I suppose you can't all be evil bastards. The blacksmith said that, and he spat when we first met. I hope my father hears. He will shit his small clothes from shock, I swear.
Will you be returning to Tevinter now?
No, actually. I was thinking of sticking around for a while.
You will?
Tevinter lacks the presence of my best and only friend. It'll keep.
I don't care about Sarah.
Ugh, I should never have hired new caterers so late.
Leave it be, Josie. Everything's fine.
It is not! I'm so sorry, nothing's quite as it should be. Do you like the drinks? I'm not sure about them.
If I told you the port was a little dry, would you burst into flame?
You're joking, yes? Please tell me you're joking. What a disaster. So many was late, the invitations to our guests barely went out at all, and it was so wonderful to prepare for a small banquet instead of the end of the world. Do you know what everyone is talking about tonight, from commoners to kings? Us. Thedas is discussing the success of the Inquisition.
Are you descending into open boasting, Lady Montilier?
I can scarcely think of a better time. Truly, we will never forget those we lost. But for tonight, to victory.
I can't believe it's over. It seemed an impossible task. Defy the Chantry, build the Inquisition from nothing, defeat a creature that would be a god. And yet here we are, celebrating.
So we should be. Defeating Corypheus was no simple task.
He was so confident of his power, he could not conceive of losing.
If he could, he would never have challenged me.
And he would have gone into hiding. Yes, it worked out far better this way. I have news from the sequester. I believe the Chantry intends to name me Divine very soon. It would not have been possible without your support and friendship. It means a great deal to me.
That's good news.
I think back to how we first met, and here you stand, the chosen of Andraste, proven in the eyes of all Thedas, and you are my friend. How did that happen, I wonder? I'm pleased it did. You are a great man, and I will always stand at your side.
Enjoying the refreshments? Josephine sent all the way to the capital for the petit four.
I love tiny cakes, and there are so many. Which should I try first?
I would avoid the dark ones topped with gold dust. Deep mushroom and anise. An awful combination, but it's quite popular in Val Royeaux. I believe they call it the exquisite misery. Ole. Why did we save her again? To you, Inquisitor, for all you've done.
Don't care about Vivian. Retire to the quarters. Happy end. Very happy.
'Tis said that Corypheus woke after his long slumber and found the world gone awry. He fought to bring back those days of magic and shadow, to raise himself as a god and set things right. Now, we are left with a scar in the sky to remind us of what almost was. It tells us that a great victory against chaos was won, but left the world forever changed. Consider the mighty empire of Orlais, where Empress Selim remains on her golden throne. The civil war is ended, but a new war rages in the shadows. Gaspar, it seems, has learned his lesson well. Even the elves have no rest, with Briala's uprising rocking the empire to its core. Fortunately for Selim, her gratitude towards the Inquisition has remained strong. Some claim she clings too tightly to the Alliance. Others know it is all that stands between her and defeat. The Grey Wardens of the South slowly rebuild in the months following the events at Adamant. They declare it time for the Order to emerge from the shadows, to join the rest of humanity in fighting their ancient foes. Rumors abound that they severed ties with their leaders at Weishaupt, and that a bitter war now rages between them. What becomes of Stroud is unknown, save that all news out of Weishaupt soon ends. Does the sudden silence indicate a battle within, or something far worse? 1 month after the defeat of Corypheus, the Chantry names Cassandra as successor to the Sunburst throne. Given the name Divine Victoria, she immediately enacts reform, a new Templar order, and a new circle of Magi. The Seekers of Truth are rededicated to their purpose of protecting the innocent. A proclamation of support for the Inquisition is issued, recognizing its service to all of Thedas. Despite her popularity, the new Divine's reforms are seen by some as going too far. Those Templars of the Inquisition who were recruited at Therenfall Redoubt are left with a choice. Many follow in the footsteps of Commander Cullen, going through the slow and agonizing process of lyrium withdrawal. This frees many to join the Seekers of Truth under the Divine, a renewed order dedicated to justice for all.
What about others? Will I play the Trespasser DLC? Probably. Probably.
And what of the Inquisition itself? It has eyes and ears in every hall. No secrets are beyond its reach. And that knowledge has become the source of its power. I leave Skyhold now, knowing that power will continue to grow. The Inquisitor is a symbol to many, a leader of the changing world order. To others, he has become a target. They linger in the shadows, waiting for their day to come. When it does, the Inquisition shall stand ready.
Dragon Age.
I knew you would come. You should not have given your orb to Corypheus, Red Wolf.
I was too weak to unlock it after my slumber. The failure was mine. I should pay the price. But the people... they need me. I am so sorry.
Solas the Essel.
As well, old friend.
You gonna die? Flamet's gun as well. We'll play Trespasser, okay, if it's a true ending. Кажи! Стижем.
At your order. So Lady Pentagast will take the Sunburst throne. Cassandra will guide the Chantry back to what she considers its roots. She will be an unusually forthright divine, however.
Cassandra?
There have been divines far less suited to the position, and few can deny. I wish her well.
Solas easily took all items. Most of companions left. Freaking Solas took all items with him. Okay, just you eat. 10 minutes or so. Be right back very fast. Let's move on. See what's new, if there is anything new. There is. Attend the Exalted Council. Okay, let me check the companions. Solas got away with all of my gear. God damn it. Most of the companions are away.
Well met.
Cassandra as well. A golden nug. Collectibles. Synchronize collectibles. Get the fuck out.
So I'm thinking... Inquisition?
Hilarious.
Almost.
Easily. Best gear that I had on Cassandra and Solas is not available. You can forget about Dragon Age because the Bioware doesn't exist anymore. It easily doesn't exist anymore.
Divine Cassandra. No matter how many times I say it, it still sounds... Oh, I'd hate to be anybody in the Grand Cathedral once she takes... But yeah, if you want to go out and find some trouble, I'm up for it.
What? Solas room is empty. Did I got possessed by Flamet?
Cassandra is still trying to adjust to her new title. In time, I'm sure she will settle in. Likely with luck and a steady supply of things.
Okay. Let's trigger. I think it's the DLC. Not sure. Beginning the Exalted Council will lock off all other areas and plots and jump to 944 Dragon, 2 years after the death of Corypheus.
Is it me, or is Cassandra more solemn than usual?
Lady Pentagast only contemplates what awaits the next divine.
You know Cassandra hates being called Lady Pentagast.
I look forward to seeing Divine Victoria's reaction to the ceremony around her inauguration.
Yeah, there is no need for me to do anything else, to be honest. I guess. I got most of it. Yeah. Exalted Council. New area unlocked. Attend the Exalted Council. 2 years after
You're doing it
Corypheus.
Oh, I do apologize.
Now that's gonna be in my head all day.
Gather.
Another parade, another bloody negotiation.
Smiles, everyone. We must be careful how we present ourselves.
Why did Divine Victoria call the Exalted Council? She's kept Orlais from bothering us for the last 2 years.
At increasing political cost, yes. She has done all she can, but the Exalted Council has become necessary. Orlais would control us, and based on their many marriage proposals, they have specific plans for you. Our real concern is Ferelden. They would see us disbanded entirely.
Inquisitor, it has been too long. I hope the years have been kind to you.
How have you been, Mother Giselle?
I spent last summer in Empress de Lyon, distributing food sent from the Exalted Plains. The Dales are finally recovering.
Since Corypheus fell, I think you may have spent more time traveling than I have.
It keeps me out of trouble, Your Worship. I should mention that your forces at Suladin Keep were of great help. Please give my compliments to Baron Deschedin. Divine Victoria asked me to greet you on her behalf. She is currently attending to the Ferelden ambassador's concerns.
You can probably just call her Cassandra in private conversation.
You can, Inquisitor. I prefer to use her divine name. Our last divine once joked about why I insisted upon calling her Justinia. She called it my way of reassuring her that I had not completely forgotten who was in charge.
How do you think Divine Victoria has done these last 2 years?
It is hardly for me to say, Inquisitor.
With respect, that's never stopped you before, Mother Giselle.
Victoria says she is better suited to the battlefield than the Sunburst throne, but she has restored the Chantry. And also people's faith in it. We are lucky to have her.
I'll speak to Divine Victoria.
I believe she would appreciate that, Your Worship. The Divine sees the good that you can do and have done. Duke Cyril will wish to greet you on behalf of Orlais. I believe he is currently speaking with the Tevinter ambassador. Many of your friends have returned as well. I hope you have a chance to speak with them before the Exalted Council begins.
Who has returned for the Exalted Council?
Your dwarven friend, Master Thedas, for one. I understand he spent much of the last few years in Kirkwall. I believe Sir Blackwall has returned as well, although he now uses the name Tom Ranier. And of course, there is the Tevinter ambassador. Enjoy time with them while you can, Your Worship. I doubt you will have the chance once the Exalted Council is underway.
The Imperium sent an ambassador?
Yes, Your Worship. Dorian Pavas has taken the chance to return from Tevinter. It will be good to see him again. I owe him my apology. I allowed my distrust of Tevinter to cloud my judgment. He took a great risk coming to help us, and deserved better treatment.
You're going to apologize? To Dorian?
I have little patience for those who cannot admit they were wrong, Your Worship. Myself included. I will have to make my apologies somewhere public. He will want an audience for his reaction.
Thank you, Mother Giselle.
Your Worship, a final question, if I may. This Exalted Council. Thorelden would have the Inquisition disband. Olay sees its power as another feather in a chevalier's helmet. What do you wish to do with the Inquisition?
The Inquisition still has work to do. We can't let someone's fear push us into disbanding.
Then I wish you luck in the negotiations to come. Maker watch over you, Inquisitor. I will not keep you any longer.
Do I play Pillars of Eternity? Everything for Pillars of Eternity 1 and 2 is on my YouTube channel. Full walkthrough. Reviews, guides, mods. Basically everything you can imagine about Pillars.
The Prince of Starkhaven wrote to you again. Of course he did. Just put that one in the pile with letters from the Merchants Guild.
And the captain of the city guard had a very colorful message for me to deliver to you as well.
Inquisitor! Andraste's ass, am I ever glad to see you?
And the Inquisitor comes to the rescue once again.
Is that what you call it?
This is Bran Caven. Until recently, he was the Viscount...
Provisional Viscount.
Of Kirkwall.
So why is he here with messages from the Merchants Guild?
I have resumed my post as Seneschal now that Master Thedas has been elected Viscount.
You're the Viscount of Kirkwall now?
Well, it seems the two of you have a great deal to discuss. Why don't I just leave you to it?
So, it turns out you fund enough reconstruction efforts in a city-state, the nobles give you the worst job they can think of.
Is Pillars 1 worth playing because you beat the second one? Pillars 1 is better than the second one. Way much better. Pillars 1 is more of a classic CRPG, a dungeon crawler, where you build your base, then get newer, then not newer dungeons, going deeper and deeper below. A lot of combat, with a beautiful DLC as well, and some very memorable maps, and great companions. Basically, Pillars 1 is Pillars of Eternity. Pillars 2 is some, I don't know, more like an adventure. There are no dungeons in Pillars 2, there's only the DLC as a proper dungeon crawler. But as far as the main game goes, maybe the one dungeon under Neketaka, but the rest of it is open islands, sea battles. You know how it is in Pillars 2. Once you play Pillars 1, then you can compare. Pillars 1 is a dungeon crawler CRPG.
Does this mean I can't tempt you into coming back to Skyhold? Wicked Grace hasn't been the same since you left.
I'm probably going to be stuck in Kirkwall for the foreseeable future. There's a lot to do back home. They voted me in because I got the harbor and businesses up and running again. They want shit fixed, and I can do that. Anyway, I was hoping I'd catch you before the summit got underway. I got you a sort of present. It's official recognition of your title and holdings in Kirkwall. Congratulations. You're a compt now.
You can't actually do that without...
Too late. Already did it. You should stop by Hightown sometime to see your estate. It's pretty nice. For Kirkwall, anyway.
Proper disposition of empty estates is supposed to...
You were leaving us to talk, remember?
What I think about AO that the game is not out yet, yeah? How am I supposed to think anything about it? Judging by what Obsidian did last, that RPG in space, I forgot the name. I played it, but I forgot the name. I keep mixing it with Outer Wilds, Outer something. It doesn't matter. Judging by their last game, it's gonna be some casual RPG. They're done with CRPGs, and it's not the same devs anymore. It's just the same company. My all-time favorite game that I ever played is Diablo 1. Definitely it's Diablo 1.
This is possibly too much, Varric. I don't know what to say.
That's nothing. Practically nothing. Don't mention it. Oh, that reminds me. It's the key to the city.
You can't give that away without approval from the council and a special ceremony.
It's just symbolic anyway.
It controls one of the giant chain nets in the harbor.
Really? That is so much better than I thought.
Thank you. I'm touched. A little bit horrified by this key now, but still touched.
Please don't give anything else away.
I don't know how this council thing is going to end for the Inquisition. But whatever gets decided, you've got a place lined up in Kirkwall if you want it. Also, control of the harbor, I guess. Anyway, you should meet with the diplomats. And we'll get in a game of Wicked Grace before I go back, though, right?
I wouldn't miss it.
Don't bet any public buildings this time.
Like, goddammit, I'm without Varric, I'm without Cassandra, I'm without Solas. Those that I played with, I can't play with them anymore.
Of course.
Gold cravat.
Of course.
Magister, your ancient hand is broken in the light. Now are the days of wine and gilded arms. Now are the days when magic is reborn. Seal up the breach, even to the wall.
Fashionably late. I thought you weren't gonna show.
I gave you my word we would talk, and I never break my word.
Easy there. I was just teasing. So tell me everything that happened while I was away. And after the betrayal and what I put those men through, My sorries were worth about as much as shit.
No, we won't see Pillars 3. If we see Pillars 3, it won't be a CRPG. That company is done.
How many people hit you?
I lost count at 12, but I could take a punch. They needed to know that there's a way to come back from anything. And I wanted to help them if I could. I thought going up there on the gallows was difficult. This was worse. 100 times worse. Anyway, it's nice to be back, though I'm not sure what to think of this council. No matter what, you know you can always count on my sword arm and my friendship.
If that's your sword arm, I think I'm better off without it.
Think you can do better?
This is the main hub for the DLC. It's not Skyhall.
Well met, your worship.
Storage is here.
Of course.
At once.
Why the fuck are you supposed to grab this?
Oh, yes.
By the way, Corypheus did not leave any items. Really?
Your worship, I'm glad you're here. Listen, I need you to keep the chief distracted while we sneak this dragon skull through the room behind him.
Wait, what?
It's for his birthday.
Do Qunari even have birthdays?
Alright, here he comes. Just keep him talking. He loves talking.
Hey, boss. Good to see you.
You know what, Bull? I really like hitting things.
I know, right? We have the best job.
It's good to see that the Veil has largely healed, now that most of the major rifts are closed. You might think otherwise, but the Veil isn't technically a physical barrier. It's more like a magical vibration that repels the Fade. Did you know that Ferelden has its own names for lords? The country is divided into Ternirs, governed by Terns. Inside those are cities and Arlings, ruled by Arls. And then there's the Banorn. It's a large area of countryside ruled by multiple bands.
Good to know.
It's fascinating to see the remnants of Syrian culture here. Most of it was deliberately erased during Orlesian unification, under the reign of Mafrath's son Izarath.
Uh-huh.
Do you think news of the Exalted Council could affect the lyrium shipments from Orzammar?
Maybe.
Surprise! Happy birthday, Chief!
Oh, you guys. You got me.
Catch up with old friends. Who is left? Oh, sir.
Inquisitor Herald. Glad to be back for whatever it is this lot have shoved up their sleeves. Just right up in there.
That's it? It's been some time.
Well, we don't know what's what, so what's there to go on about? It's Inquisition business, innit? That's all we are. Maybe sort out how they want to mess with us. Then there'll be something to talk about.
Inquisitor, I see you have time for afternoon refreshments.
Did you know that a merchant in the courtyard is selling gemstones the same color as your eyes?
What an odd thing to say. I must see this for myself.
You're useful to have around, Cole.
I still don't understand Orlesians and their masks, but it makes him happy. And I needed the table.
For breadcrumbs?
Birds like breadcrumbs.
Oh, Cole, good day. I didn't see you there.
But I saw you, as lovely as your songs.
So, you... Huh.
The world has ample pain, Inquisitor. The kindness found in Cole is rare indeed.
Her songs bring happiness to those who hear, and I can make her happy in return.
Well then, carry on.
Call group balls. Spirit of the group balls. No, I really don't get it. Where is this? Supposed to be up there. How to go up there? Set up wall, call, black wall, barrack. What is this, Cassandra? First grand enchant. What are these duck treats for? Will I get on my body? Josephine.
It's been quite a day so far, has it not? I've been speaking with representatives from everywhere.
Have they given you trouble?
Not at all. It is quite alarming. It means they are all saving themselves up for later. Would you walk with me? I should like to take some air before the Exalted Council becomes inescapable. The palace has been most accommodating. We are, after all, here at their insistence, but the ministers may... No. No more talk of the council. This meeting was to spend time with you in a more relaxed fashion.
Then why can I still see those wheels turning in your head?
Work carries a certain momentum. The truth is, there is a small entertainment happening tonight, to which I may be able to find a pair of invitations.
You'd like me to go with you?
Very much so. In all the years you worked with Orlais, you had so little time to enjoy its culture.
I do wish you'd warned me the game would take more work after Halam Shiral.
It's strange. Those were somehow simpler times. With all that's been happening, I promised myself a single evening out. I'd very much like to go with a friend.
And what is this small entertainment?
Something to ease our minds. I would very much like to surprise you with the details.
Thank you for thinking of me. I'd be delighted to attend.
Splendid. I will arrange things at once. The past years have been so busy. We have earned at least a few moments of rest.
A calm night out sounds...
Oh, bravo! Bravo!
Was the woman in gold playing a king? Who was the man in feathers?
Oh, it's all very simple. The first actor's mask is determined by... well, I will lend you the program guide. But tell me, did you enjoy the performance?
What I really enjoyed was seeing you put your duties aside for a change.
I truly did. Thank you for coming. It's been too long since I just spent an evening doing... nothing.
Here's to nothing. May it happen to us more often in the future.
Oh, look! The encore signal! I do hope you recovered from your night at the opera. Any ear ringing should go away in a day or two.
Liliana is not here. Really? Okay. Catch up with old friends optional. Who is left? Spoke with Cole, spoke with Blackwall, with Iron Bull, with Sarah, with Josephine, with Varek. There's Cullen, Vivian, Liliana. So she's there. Okay. Other side. Beautiful area. Reused for the DLC though. My buddy. I bloody knew it.
You there! You're to dodge, not catch. If that ball were a fireball, you'd be dead.
You found a dog?
They don't breed Mabari in Olay. The merchant said he was abandoned. Perhaps his owner's tired of the novelty.
Tire of you? With that positive attitude and fetching ability?
He's not supposed to fetch it.
I don't think you understand how this works.
Another Ferelden trapped at the Winter Palace. I couldn't leave him to that fate. Besides, I think he likes me.
I never expected you to make friends at a political council. How times have changed.
So they have. The Inquisition will change after this. I'm not yet sure what that will mean. Whatever happens, our people, you, Liliana, Josephine, will have my support in whatever form you require.
If your support comes with that of your new friend, I'm sold. I know a useful ally when I see one.
You can help. Dodge this, and I'll find overpriced Orlesian dog treats before we go.
Oh, you get Constitution out of it.
Be careful, Inquisitor. We have a ways to go yet.
Level 26. I thought you're gonna get my body like in Origins, but no. Lazy motherfuckers.
Will you walk with me? The first time I came to the Winter Palace, I was only 18. I was dazzled. Such rich hangings, splendid marble columns, more golden lions than I could count. It's all still here, still bright, but I no longer see that same palace.
Everything changes. People, most of all.
Yes. Now all I can see are the knives in the shadows, the poison in jeweled goblets. They seek to tear the Inquisition down. You feel it, no? Fear.
Anyone with their wits should fear us. We command more people than some countries.
It is not our secrets, nor our soldiers. There have always been spy masters and private armies. They are afraid of nothing so much as the hand that directs it all.
Mine.
Already your actions have begun to reshape Thedas. Your influence is felt everywhere. It was only a matter of time before they moved. I'm surprised it took this long. When the time comes, consider giving them what they want.
What? You're not serious.
They cannot act against what they cannot see. Publicly, I will of course retire from this life, as one would expect. Let them think they've finally won. I shall take up charity work, become a patron of the arts, as all respectable women of my age do. And perhaps take on a protégé. Our work never ends, Inquisitor. We just need fewer witnesses.
Always afraid to mingle.
Darling, you made it. Excellent. I scheduled this appointment ages ago, and they do appreciate punctuality.
Appointment?
With the Imperial Garden Spa, of course. You work so hard, my dear. I wanted to treat you.
That sounds like a fantastic idea.
Of course it is, darling. That's the only kind I have.
What are the cheese wheels for?
It pains me that you even have to ask. You've clearly been living too long in barely civilized conditions.
Did you hear something?
Relax, darling. It's spa day. How have you been? It seems ages since we've spoken. No doubt this peace conference is boring you to death. I can hardly blame you. So much hot air.
So, how are you, Vivian? Are you with anyone?
Oh, aren't you just precious? Don't you feel better, my dear? This place really does work miracles.
What happened?
Darling, it's spa day. Don't fret. You'll undo all the good they've done. Come along, Inquisitor. They have other appointments, you know.
spoke with everyone. Is it bugged? Catch up with old friends.
Inquisitor, did you need something?
Broken mask.
Might be.
Maybe what? What are these items?
I'm parched. Where is that servant?
Those Fereldas, always afraid to leave.
Maker.
Those Fereldas, always afraid to mingle. Oh, yes.
Inquisitor?
At this point. Send. Wait. Really? That's you.
Did you hear? Maybe. Where is that servant?
Might be something here. Better take a closer look.
Divine Victoria, am I interrupting?
Not at all. The Earl of Redcliffe was telling me of events in Venerim. He represents Ferelden at the summit.
Inquisitor, good to meet you.
How are things in Redcliffe, my lord?
We still come across scars left by the Venatori, but the land continues to mend.
I had hoped to steal a moment of the Divine's time.
Very well. We'll continue this later, your perfection.
I am supposed to be impartial while speaking for the Chantry, but I confess that neutrality is beyond me. I may be the Divine, but I will always be your friend. And I can hardly ignore the fate of the Inquisition that I began.
Is there anything I can do to make your job easier?
You could find me a sword and something to hit. I must attend to other matters. If you need me, I am ready to assist. Unconditionally.
I'm glad you finally arrived, Inquisitor. The Crown's anxious for news.
And your thoughts on Ferelden's position?
The breach is long gone, yet Skyhold's army remains. Ferelden can't continue to ignore soldiers on its borders.
I appreciate knowing where Ferelden stands.
You are owed that, Inquisitor, especially here. These Orlesians will talk circles around you before you get a simple greeting out. I won't keep you longer. We'll have words enough when the Exalted Council begins.
It still says catch up with old friends. I really don't know who else is left. Adorian is left.
Ole is on your side, Lord Parvis. The Inquisition support is not a thing to lose lightly.
Which is why the Orlesian court is circling it with a net and collar? But you'll have to excuse me. I see an old friend I must greet. Inquisitor, how long has it been? Don't actually tell me. I despise feeling old. It's good to see you, my friend.
Thrilled to be at the Exalted Council, Lord Pavis?
Oh, riveted. Ole wants the Inquisition tamed, Ferelden wants it gone, the Chantry meddles, and Tevinter sends but one ambassador. That's me, by the way. A reward for my interest in the South. Thankfully, Ambassador Pavis is a token appointment. Call on me as you like.
Inquisitor, Duke Cyril Montfort, member of the Council of Heralds and Lord of Chateau Haine. I have long followed your work. It is extraordinary.
Is that sentiment shared by the rest of the court?
Of course. Ole wishes only to offer respectful guidance to the Inquisition.
The Inquisition's grown. It would be shocking if they didn't find us a threat.
Yet you've started no major wars. The Inquisition is a very considerate rival. I have not forgotten Justinian's death. I had friends who perished at the Temple of Sacred Ashes. More than the good you have done, it is a good we may do together I don't wish to lose. Whatever happens, Inquisitor, I wish you well.
And it still says catch up with old friends. Whom? Catch up with whom now? Spoke with everyone. We're gonna begin the Exalted Council. Focus.
Where is that servant?
Tries to inflict bees on target. What the fuck?
Inquisitor?
Poor damage. Very poor. Twice as less than my weapon. You will luck off spending time with followers. Yeah.
Thank you, Your Holiness. Now, Artigan, as to your concerns.
The Inquisition established an armed presence in Ferelden territory. You outright seized Caer Bronach in Crestwood.
Yes, from bandits. Would you like us to give it back to them?
Your help was appreciated 2 years ago, Inquisitor. Now order has been restored, yet you remain. Invading under pretext of restoring order is exactly what the Grey Wardens did to us centuries ago, and we exiled them. Now the Inquisition is doing the same thing with Grey Wardens in their ranks.
Your concern is ill-founded. The Grey Wardens have proven their worth time and again.
Of course Orlais tolerates this interference. The Inquisition is the only reason Selene still has the throne.
Rest assured, Tegan, the Empire of Orlais will not stand idle if the Inquisition oversteps its bounds. Unlike Ferelden, however, Orlais understands that these were the well-intentioned mistakes of a young organization.
An organization in need of a guiding hand. Yours, no doubt.
Pardon me, Inquisitor. Sister Leliana asked to speak with you in private.
Something has come up. I'll be back.
What?
This is highly irregular.
Are we not even worth the Inquisitor's time?
Inquisitor, I thought you would want to see this. A Qunari warrior in full armor. How did he get into the Winter Palace?
Deadly mysteries at the Winter Palace. Throw in a Hala statue and some Caprice coins, and it's just like old times. Can Josephine manage the diplomats while I look around?
She will be fine. It's all speeches and posturing for the first few days anyway. I will ask Divine Victoria to call a recess for now. I will also have our friends ready themselves for battle if need be.
You think that's likely?
I think the Exalted Council may be more exciting than we expected.
Roll 26. Follow the blood trail.
There are refreshments across the plaza if you can leave.
Looks like he came down over the railing. An active Illuvian? If I'm going through it, I'm not going alone.
Oh, you do have Cassandra. Look at her picture, Varric. Solus is not available. Look at him. So who do I take? I need a mage. Dorian. Or Vivian. Let it be Dorian. All of my gear is on Solus. Damn it.
This is the crossroads. Morrigan brought me here while showing me the alluvions.
The divine. Bad. Dorian is the biggest problem here. Definitely the biggest problem. All gear is on Solus. Motherfucker. Else.
Judging by the bloodstains, he tried to get through here.
Is something wrong?
This mirror doesn't look broken, but it's inactive. Maybe there's a way to unlock it.
Solus, is it? Could be Solus. You can enter here as well. What about the other way? It says to enter here.
To this mirror.
Let us see where this Qunari came from.
Oh, and mountain ruins.
I'm not sure we're even in Orlais anymore.
It's Solus.
Another Qunari, dressed like the one in the Winter Palace.
He's part of their military, dressed for war.
Smoking bug. Jesus Christ. Push.
Elven ruins. I'm not sure we're even in Orlais anymore. Another Qunari, dressed like the one in the Winter Palace.
He's part of their military, dressed for war.
We can't pass through there.
Scorch marks everywhere. This is the work of a mage.
A powerful one. I can still feel the heat crackling.
We need to find out why these Qunari were here, and who did this to them. Over there, Qunari. If we want to know why they're here, we've got to get across to that island.
Way to the island.
The elves bound a spirit here. It feels old. Very old.
What does it want? I think I know what to say. Armelana der Thavren. Rivas Verenaris.
Seemed to work. What did you say?
It was part of a ritual. A secret greeting from those Fen'Harel trusted. If Mythal's Well of Sorrows knew this, were they close? Friends, or... I'm not sure.
Fight. Pass through this. What is this?
That was like veil fire. It claimed this was a refuge for elven slaves.
You mean the ancient elves kept slaves? Maker's breath. One more thing never to tell Daisy.
This whole valley was a sanctuary, created by the dread wolf Fen'Harel.
Fen'Harel? The Dalish elves' god of misfortune?
That alluvion only took us a short distance. That's the same lake we saw from the other tower.
So the old elves had many uses for these devices.
Freaking sold us how he sold us out. I don't care that much for Solas, but I care for the gear.
Wounds on the back, no blood on his sword. Someone took him by surprise.
This can't have happened too long ago. The blood's not even dry.
So, we're getting the band back together. That's exciting.
We are not a band of any sort.
Just because you can't carry a tune, Seeker, doesn't mean you're not front and center in in our band of misfits.
Here we go again. What a change of pace from the Winter Palace. A clear sky, a beautiful view, and yes, fields and fields of stripweed as far as the eye can see.
Strip what?
Terrible stuff. Looks like grass, sticks like a knife, and causes sores if you so much as brush against it. So, of course, everyone in Menrathus insists it makes a very nice tea.
Somehow I doubt it's bigger than the deep roads. Or harder.
This claims the elven gods were just Evanuris. Powerful but completely mortal mages.
Was this the start of an uprising? Freed elven slaves?
And core discharge. Discharge the accumulated focus. It makes party briefly invulnerable. You can light dark areas, reveal objects hidden there.
Everything okay?
The anchor flared up. It's fine now.
How long does it last? What was this ability during the entire game? Then. Or not. What the fuck?
A letter by the Qunari. Why are they translating it into our language?
Where did I came from? From here? Stitch. Someone's fighting. Fire much more powerful. Storm much more powerful. At the cost of a large amount of health.
where we wanted to go, but still not bad.
What is this?
Oh look! More demons for us to clean out!
Okay, chill. This is insane. I don't have revive. I need to reset Dorian if I'm to fight. They get one shot at its level 26. Look at the amount of damage from them, goddammit.
We wanted to go, but still not
Dorian is useless. Merit's amulet is in a chest. I can't win this without it.
Time where I went weeks without seeing a thief.
Man, you get up. Fucking come on.
Help Dorian!
That ain't damage, that's crap. They fart. You're dead. I got until I reset. I need shield.
Watch out!
Maybe once I have ultis. With all ultis I could do it. Without ultis, no. Brutal. 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 Just fucking brutal. Only with ulti. I can't. Only with ulti. I need something to press here, some statue. Man, I got no clue what it is. Let's loot it. Statue. Nope. It's in this area. Moosh. No. I'm an idiot.
This looks like it fits into that pedestal by the broken bridge.
Complete idiot. I thought when I received the power here, that's it, there was a statue. Twice. Later.
Qunari.
Qunari.
The Inquisition doesn't leave alive.
Not Qunari, they're so freaking tanky, man, it's walking. Holy shit, the damage. Should I go around or inside? Forgotten Sanctuary. So much from going around. Kako? Nice.
Zim.
Yeah.
Berlin.
Yeah. S obzirom da bi pojeo šta god. Jeste.
Zašto vidim?
Valjda. Da. Ne. Neću ni sad. Nema potrebe. Nah, Dorian's gonna die. Anthony said Dorian. They still are killing me. Biggest problem are these two. Stats are so freaking inflated, it's crazy. Crazy.
Why did those Qunari attack the Inquisition on sight?
Qunari never act without orders. A commander in the Qun must have given them.
Are you saying the entire Qunari nation wants us dead?
Well, at last the Inquisition and Tevinter have something in common.
That is DLC. No one leaves items. Red Wolf keeps its gaze on a light that illuminates the way forward. Why would you even need this? Makes no sense.
That's Fen Harel, removing the face markings from a Dalish elf.
Isn't this place older than the Dalish?
Maybe the markings used to have a different meaning. What's this?
What opened? Oh, shit.
Hidden weapons. These freed slaves actually fought back against the Evanuris, posing as gods.
Interesting word, Evanuris. If all it means is mage leader, well, they were basically magisters.
They're a freaking crowd. Jeez, yes, for real. Dorian spends more time dead than alive. Easily. Where you die now?
This letter says the Qunari came to these ruins because the Alluvians connect to Halam Shiral.
A staging ground for an invasion.
It was some sort of infiltration. There's no more details.
I cannot even tell you how good it is to be in armor again instead of fancy vestments.
You mean you didn't just wear armor under your robes? I'm shocked.
I tried. It was much too hot.
Let's look for anything that explains why the Qunari came here before we go.
Update Liliana, the winter
A note about
spells.
an unknown intruder coming through an alluvion. They turned spirits against us, then fled.
It must be... Mage. They killed any Qunari in the way and let the spirits do the rest.
Two parties, then. The Qunari and a mystery agent determined to stop them. Come on. We have to warn people about the Qunari's designs on the Winter Palace.
Oh. Hey, where hard enemies, they deal a lot of damage, they're extremely tanky. I hate to reset Dorian. Make him exactly the same as Solus. It would be easier. All the best items for the mage were on Solus. And the fucking game takes away those items from you. They're not even in a stash nowhere, man. They remain on Solus.
One dead Qunari was bad enough. Now we have more, and they're hostile.
This makes no sense. The Qunari may not be friendly to the Inquisition, but they have no reason to attack us. They also have no reason to be here, or using illuvians at all.
I've had the mirror placed under guard for now.
It appears the relative peace and quiet of the last 2 years is coming to an end.
First the Blight, then Mages and Templars, then Corypheus, and now this. Can't we go 10 years without the world falling to pieces?
We must ensure that the Qunari do not disrupt the negotiations. The Exalted Council is in a very delicate state.
I'm certain you can soothe the nobles' ruffled feathers while we solve the real problem.
Not when the Inquisitor insults everyone present by walking out in the middle of the talks. Our only advantage is that Orlais and Ferelden are divided in goal and grievance. If they unite against us, Divine Victoria will have no choice but to support their claims. We could lose everything.
I know we're asking a lot of you, Ambassador. I promise we won't make this any harder for you than necessary.
My apologies. I will attend to the Exalted Council. And while Josie does that, we will investigate.
I'll head back to the crossroads. We need to find out what the Qunari are doing, and why they attacked.
And I'll have a quiet word with our honor guard.
And it feels weird to be out of Skyhold. Investigate the Qunari plot. The Qunari plot, because it's 1 AM. It was a shorter stream today, but I started very late. What do I think about Dragon Age Inquisition story? It has its ups and downs. Above mediocre. Above mediocre story. It ain't bad, it ain't mediocre, it's above. But it's not good. It's just above mediocre. I don't feel as serious right now. Okay, more serious than, for example, Baldur's Gate 3. But Baldur's Gate 3 is a joke. So it's more serious than Baldur's Gate 3, but way much less serious than other RPGs, for example. Not to mention CRPGs. I'm comparing with RPGs. Like, if you compare the pinnacle of writing, that would be Witcher 3. Then Dragon Age Inquisition really feels like a joke. As far as writing goes. it feels like a complete joke. It's actually brain dead in comparison to Witcher 3. In comparison to some other games, it's there, I guess. I don't think much of it while I play. I usually think about the game once I'm done with the game. And I can kinda say I'm done. I'll finish the DLC, of course I will, but there's really not even a need to do it to have my conclusion about the game. You know, those dragons, they just switch colors and you fight them exactly the same. So it's very repetitive, considering they're the biggest bosses in a game, they're exactly the same. And then there's the boss in the Deep Roads that feels like a boss, and that's the only boss in a game that feels like a boss. The DLC Deep Roads boss. Corypheus felt... I can't even call him a joke. I don't know. Corypheus is probably the biggest disappointment of the game, considering he was the main villain. And then they made Solas a villain out of everything. But the game basically lacks boss fights. I don't know, I'll need some time to think about the game. I'll do the review for the game for sure, but I need some time. I won't speak about it now. Once I'm done, then I'll speak about it. Guys, that's gonna be it for tonight. I'll be seeing you back tomorrow.